everyone, welcome to the Unspoken Voice. So today I wanted to share a story with you guys. So as some of you may know, I became an orphan at age 15 and wasn't the best experience. However, I still managed. So my dad passed away when I was 2 weeks old. He passed away 2 weeks after I was born, and my mom passed away at age 15. They both died tragically, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. It was definitely a learning lesson, very traumatic experience. Growing up, I recall me having a lot of questions and doubt and also resentment towards my mom. I blamed her for me not having a dad. I didn't know exactly what I was going through. I didn't understand the experience. I didn't know how to process my emotions, and the easiest thing to do was to blame her. She did everything in her power to make sure that I was doing okay. I would say she did try to overcompensate. Maybe she did have some resentment towards herself as well. I don't know. We never really spoke on it. I just do know that I always try to figure out, like, why me? I was the only girl. She had four of us, and I was the only one without a dad. And I was like, why me? I'm the only girl. I need my dad. That definitely impacted my life, both negatively and positively. I remember growing up not having a dad. I used to cry, and I used to also write mean letters to her whenever I don't get my way, or if I see another guy around her, I would be upset. I don't know why, but I would definitely be upset, and I just didn't want to share her. One thing I remember was that she was very loving person, and she did her best to make sure that I was doing okay, as well as my other brothers as well. One thing I remember was that growing up, even before my mom passed away, I always said that I wanted to open a orphanage for kids who have experienced either losing a parent or losing both parents, and that stuck with me throughout my life. Also, I didn't realize how that experience shaped my life and shaped my journey. My mom was always involved in community activities. She was a humanitarian. She was traveling internationally on different programs to come back to the community and implement those programs in the community or the nearby community. She was very active, and she tagged me along for most of those experiences. She definitely did, and I had a love for that. I love getting involved in community work. I love to give back, and it definitely did shape me. I'm a nurturer, and I just love to get involved. I love to get involved. I'm always playing a big role in my community and giving back. However, moving forward, that impacted me in a way where, negatively to speak about that, I think I lacked self-confidence growing up. And even though my mom did everything that she was supposed to do as a mom and more, it wasn't enough for me. I just wanted my dad. I wanted that male figure. I wanted that male structure in my life. I wanted that hug. I wanted that reassurance. I liked that, and because of that, I wasn't confident enough. I didn't felt worthy. I didn't felt like I deserved love, and that definitely did shape how I would select my partners, as far as I would see red flags and would overlook the red flags because I just wanted to be loved. I wanted to be loved by a male figure. I wanted to be loved by someone older. So it seemed as if like I was searching for a dad. I was searching for a dad instead of like identifying these red flags, analyzing them. Is this good for me? Is this bad for me? How is this going to impact my life? So I made a lot of bad choices, I would say, and I don't want to say I regret them, because I did learn from each and every decision that I made. But if I could do it over, I would definitely do it differently. But I can't change the past. I can only make better choices in the future and current. And that's what I'm working on. As far as my mom, I lost her when I was 15, and she was the main source. She was my backbone. That affected me greatly, because I now lost the person that my go-to person, my support system, my backbone. I lost everything basically. So now it's like I lost her. My world is upside down. I don't want to say I didn't have support from family members. I don't want to say that, because if you weren't taught how to love a specific way or show support a specific way, you won't have that to give. And the support that I thought I needed at that time, I wasn't given that. And immediately I had to adapt to a new environment. I had to adapt to a new life of not having any parent. So I had to become like my own support. It was tragic for me. I don't think I got the chance to grieve, It was just fast. It was sudden. Everything changed. Everything shifted. At 15, everything shifted for me. And I think at that point I had to go into survival mode, right? And survival mode for me started at age 15. I had to learn how to survive. So because of that new point in my life, I became impulsive. Rather than me thinking through most decisions that I have to make or I had to make at the time, I wouldn't think it through. I would just react. And it worked for me, right? Was it the best choice at the time? No, but it worked. And I didn't have anyone around me to show me any different. So I just had to survive. And I tell people that all the time, like, there's a difference with living and surviving, right? At the time I was surviving, and I was really sad. I was really sad, and I felt like I couldn't relate to anyone around me because they don't know what I was going through. They didn't know what I was going through. No one really, I don't think anyone around me had experienced what I went through at the time, and I just wanted it to go away. I really wanted it to go away, and for it to go away, I pretended like I was okay. I pretended like it didn't exist. It was just like a phase in my life that happened and it's out the door. I was trying to be normal as possible, but inside I was dying. Oh my God, I was literally dying. And I had so many nights where I would cry, so many days I felt like giving up, but giving up wasn't a part of me because what I knew was a strong woman. My mom was a strong woman, and every time I felt like giving up, I reminded myself of how strong she was, the love she had for us, and how she, she did a great job as a mom. And I just kept going, and that's I turned to journaling, Journaling helped me to express myself because I felt like there was no one out there that I could trust 100%. And the culture itself, I'm Jamaican, and the culture itself, like, we're really tough on like mental health. I just think like if at the time, if you speak to or have a conversation or communicate to anyone that, you know what, I feel depressed, they'll be like, oh, you're just stressed and yeah, you're mad, or you know what I mean. They don't acknowledge certain mental issues. They don't acknowledge it. It's a taboo in the culture, and I just lack the support. And for me, I had to be everything for me. I had to be my cheerleader, my supporter. I had to be everything for me, and it was a lot. And I was hard on myself, to be honest. I hate messing up, and if I mess up, I'll probably find myself in a sunken place where like I'm so like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this. But you know what? Journaling did help me. Journaling and reading. I love to read and music. And I remember at one specific time in my life, Da Vinci was the person I would listen to just give me that motivation to keep going. Da Vinci, Chris Brown, and there's this R. Kelly. There's 2 R. Kelly songs that I listened to, and I still listen to it today, and it just calms my soul, right? And calm my soul. It helps to balance me out, right? Balances me out, and I would just get up and like, yes, I'm ready to go again, and it's time for me to fight, time for me to go back to the drawing board and just keep going. Also, a vision board. I have a vision board, and that's what helps me to keep track of my life and keep track of my goal, and also help me to stay focused. Yes, we do fall off, and I've fallen off so many times, you know. I've been so hard, and sometimes I feel as if like I should be ahead of where I'm at. But you know what? This is my journey. I have to own my journey. I have to accept it. I have to live through my trauma and know that that trauma is not who I am, but it was put in my path to guide me through and shape me to become the woman that I am meant to be. Also, because of this trauma, or the trauma that I experienced throughout my life, this is what shaped my choice as far as like career path, and also the reason why I started a non-profit organization called Love Inc., where I sponsor kids back home in Jamaica. I try to do at least 2 kids every year for high school or maybe primary or prep school. I do that, and I am also happy in myself to know that I can create that safe space, the space that I didn't have when I needed it. And I love to know that I can make someone happy, and that's what brings me joy, to know that I can help to solve a situation, and to, even if it's one person, to help them go through whatever they're going through emotionally and mentally. A kind word a day can change someone's day, put a smile on their face, because I know what it is to live through these feelings, to be depressed, to feel like you're alone in this world, to not have anyone to turn to. I know what it is, and I just want to share my story to inspire someone to know that whatever you're going through, you can change it. You can use that sad part of your life to create happiness. It does not make you who it does make you who you are, but it doesn't define who you are, right? And you just have to take that one action, whether it's to seek therapy, whether it is to create boundaries, whether it is to be true to your core, whether it is to to just step out, to get out of the funk that you're in, whether it is to just take action. You can take the action that you need, and you will be surprised to see the new life, the new light that you create, because it is within you. We are all designed to shine, right? It's just for us to know our potential, the purpose, and step into our destiny, step into our fate, and spread love. Be compassionate towards yourself and others, because you have to treat yourself how you would treat others. Or if you're looking for love from others, or the love that you're looking for, you have to give that to yourself. And you have to love yourself, and you will be so happy to see how you shine through it all. And once you find out who you are, your purpose, oh my, you will be so happy with yourself. You will be smiling through it all, through the pain, everything. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys, and I hope it motivates someone. And just know that you are loved. You are loved. You are special. You are everything amazing. You are beautiful. And don't let anyone tell you that you're not worthy. You are worthy of love and trauma. You didn't ask for trauma, it came to you, and you are more than enough. And just find that light and shine through it all. Thank you. Have a great day.